A good game, a close game. It's something that we always need. Nicole May carried us tonight. She was fantastic. I thought that Northwestern's pitching staff and the pitcher did a really outstanding job, gritty, gutsy, and we just kind of kept doing the same thing over and over, and we're better than that. So the goal is to walk away being happy with the win and getting some rest and coming back and doing it a little bit better tomorrow. We learned some things tonight, but we found a way to do it, and that's important. But Northwestern's always a tough team, always, always tough.
Patty, you get Grace back, and that at bat, she fouls off 10 pitches before she gets the home run. That's what she does. Got to feel great to have her back.
It doesn't surprise me. I mean, she's chomping at the bits to get back into the game, and she's just such a good hitter, smart hitter, and fought hard for that one.
Nicole, take back first inning, you get a couple on, you get out of that, then it kind of fuels you the rest of the way. What was kind of going through your head, and then how did that set the tone really for the rest of your performance tonight?
I feel like I wasn't really thinking about the runners. It was more so just focusing on that batter and that specific pitch or whatever. So I wasn't really thinking too much about the runners and where they were at.
Grace, welcome back. What was it like to be back tonight?
I was excited. Thankful to be back in the dugout atmosphere, being able to be kind of in the locker room setting with everyone. So it was fun. I feel great, and I'm thankful to the Lord that I'm healed and everything is going great. So I'm super thankful just to be back with my team, because I don't want to be any other place than in this dugout, having energy, doing cheers, all that. So it was an awesome game. Nicole May did amazing. Fun to be behind and backing you up.
Grace, talk about your home run, because I know you fouled off, 10 pitches maybe?
That was a lot. It was a battle. She really pretty much gave every pitch she had, and I think it was definitely just a battle, to say it in one word. And I think it just took some discipline, but also trying to waste pitches to get what I wanted. And I think that's what happened, and I think it kind of set the team up to know what are these different pitches she has and how do we need to hit it to have success.
Nicole, the consistency you've had in the early part of the season, are there elements of your game or your repertoire that you feel like you have this year that you haven't had in the past?
I think it's just the consistency aspect of having a routine, a mindset, and just sticking with it. Just trying to keep things simple, honestly.
Just keeping it simple, is there anything you have added to what you're doing?
Not really. Just keeping it simple. Why add on to that,
But Patty, she looks better, though. I mean, command, fastball. What do you see?
She does look
She's
better.
not going to tell us that, so,
No, I've been saying it all year, even in the fall. I just have been watching from afar her professionalism and taking care of herself, and the way she warms up to, everything she does is very focused, very concentrated. And I agree. I think this is her best season thus far because of keeping it simple and never getting rattled. Don't see her get rattled. She doesn't show a lot of expression. She just, wants to win for her team. She does just a really outstanding job with that.
Patty, Alyssa had such a big game offensively in the first game. In the second, I thought she really made some good defensive plays. What did you think of the way that she played defensively?
Oh, really good. She's always, we've changed a little bit of a pre-pitch routine for her. I think that's going to help her get to balls a little bit more. She's been working on that, but she's just a good two-way player, offensively and defensively.
Patty, Nicole starts the season 49 innings without giving up a run.
How dare you?
Man, my bad.
How could you have let that happen
My bad.
today?
I feel like we're allowed to talk about it now, but
Yeah, we can.
with that opening to the season, I know you've talked a ton preseason and
Yeah.
continued about the work that Nicole's put in, but just as a coach, how gratifying is that to see that it's not just she's putting in the work, but it's happening for her
Yeah.
every outing?
she, it seems like it was yesterday that she was a freshman, and to see her growth, and her poise and her maturity, and in a weird way, and maybe she feels this way too, I just glad that it got over with, right? So we've been, everybody kind of behind the scenes is talking like her ERA is 0.000. I think she's not regretful for it, probably allowed her to kind of wake up and know, like, learn something from it, like we always do when we give up something to someone or we strike out or what have you. So, it's going to happen sometime during the season, and they're a feisty team. But if you look at the line score, I'm not looking at the 1 run, I'm looking at the 10 strikeouts.
Can you speak to how quickly this team tends to respond from a game like this? We look in the past seasons, what makes the ability to adjust so quickly for you guys?
Training, athleticism, belief in what we're doing, I think has a lot to do with it. They don't like when that run was scored, it was like their mission to make sure that they were going to score another. Well, actually before that, we kind of had a little talk and an agreement, and they came through with it, which we needed that buffer for that 2-0. So they're just made that way. They're made like champions. Like if someone pushes them, they're going to push them back harder, and that's what I feel about them every day they play. And today was really, we would all tell you, wasn't our best day of softball. Offensively specifically, but we've been in a grind. We have been grinding for a while. This has been a long week, a very intense week, really, with the Florida State game and all of that. So we're hoping to get home and get rested and just rejuvenate through tomorrow and be a little bit more alive. We just didn't come out ready to play in that first game, and we made it through the second, but tomorrow you're going to see a different looking team.
What can you speak to the energy level that Alex Rock brought when she entered the game?
Yeah, I felt, KD did a good job. She didn't do anything wrong, but sometimes you just need to change the feel of the game, and that's when we brought in Alex, and when she gets that strikeout, she gets pumped up, the team kind of follows along, and that seemed to fuel the fire just a little bit.
Patty, you mentioned Kirsten. I'm sure she's learning a whole lot each time she goes out. What are you learning the more you watch her pitch?
More poised to, she was nervous tonight. And this, when a kid at home in North Carolina watching the World Series on TV, and now you're standing on the field in front of 5,000 people, which is more than she's ever seen. I know she was nerved. She had the nerves. So once she got past that, you could see her settle in. And the more we can give her experience, the more she can figure it out. And she did that. Took her an inning to get grounded. But after that, she was outstanding.
Grace, Patty at the start of the week talked about how this week's going to test the fatigue, and that's what you feel in the World Series. With so many new faces to the program this year, what kind of role do you and the other veterans kind of play as far as just this is how you take care of your body during a weekend like this to make sure that everyone's still fresh come Sunday?
Yeah, we for sure have been there. I know there's so many players who've been on this stage and know how it feels like in June, 100 degrees. So I think with leadership, it comes, you can't complain. You got to be the one who keeps your mouth shut when it is getting tough, and setting the example for the younger ones. So we're making sure that we're all on top of our recovery. We're all drinking water, and we're doing what we're saying. So I think it starts with that, and then just making sure that we're all taking care of ourselves the way we need to as adults and as women. So that's definitely going to be, this week's going to be a true test of how we can make it at the end by Sunday. And if we feel fresh, it's a good sign that we're putting in the work in the weight room, and we're staying on top of it. Because I think we are. We're very strong right now, and we're a third of the way through, but I think we're in really good shape right now.